All right, in this example, we're going to look at how to find the composition of trig functions. And we need to find the exact value of this expression. Here we have secant of inverse sine of negative square root of 3 over 2. So remember that an inverse trig function will equal to some angle theta. So really what we're looking for is we're looking for secant of theta. And if you break that down, secant of theta, what we're looking for actually is cosine theta. And then once we know what cosine theta is, we can do 1 divided by that value and we'll have the value of our expression. All right, so here we go. Knowing that theta is equal to the inverse sine of negative square root of 3 over 2, we can move the inverse sine over and we can see that sine theta is negative square root of 3 over 2. So remember, our ultimate goal is to find cosine of theta. At this point we have sine of theta, negative square root of 3 over 2. And what we're going to do is go to the unit circle, find the y coordinate that is negative square root of 3 over 2, but in the range of values that inverse sine is restricted to. So if we pull up our unit circle, we know that inverse sine is restricted to either the first or the fourth quadrant, and we can see that we have a y value of negative square root of 3 over 2 at 5 pi over 3. And so that's the y value. Remember, what we really need is cosine of theta, which is the x value. And so that's going to be a half. So at this point, we know that cosine theta for this particular setup is going to be a half. And so going back up to this formula, we can see that our answer is going to be 1 over 1/2. And that's going to simplify to just 2. So that's going to be the value of the expression. And now, as a bonus, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the calculator and check that result. So let's see here. We've got our Casio FX115ES Plus. We can see that we are in radian mode. And so to do a secant, what you have to do is you have to do 1 over cosine. So we're going to start with 1 over cosine of inverse sine of negative square root of 3 over 2. And so that's the way that you would have to input that in the calculator. Since it's secant, you got to do 1 over cosine. And then if we hit the equal sign button, verification, we get 2 for the answer. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.